Welcome to DIY Design by CCW, DIY design for the 21st century. My name is Candy and I'm the host of this channel. Now let's get into this video. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to DIY Design by CCW. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you are having a fantastic day. Well, I'm sharing with you another DIY project. We're going to make over this cylinder vase that you see here that I've thrifted. Now, I'm going to be using a few products. First, it will be these beautiful crystal brooches, crystal rhinestone rather, and gold brooches, and also this rhinestone 2mm wrap. Now, both of those products were provided by bbcraft.com. Also, I'll be using these Jot mirror tiles. Now, you'll be able to find those items on the Dollar Tree website or, in your local Dollar Tree. I just love them. And again, those are the gold Jot tiles. We're also going to be using these rhinestone dots and some Mod Podge. Of course, I've got some various tools here: brushes, gloves, scissors, my hot glue gun, some glue, things like that. And also some painter's tape. Now, in this first step, what you'll see me doing is using my painter's tape so that I can mark off an area where I'm going to be applying the rhinestone dots rather, to the center to create a little design, and I will be using some Mod Podge. So here I'm flipping the vase over so that I can see what I'm doing and I can get a straight line with my tape. And I'm doing a double line there because I want to paint with the Mod Podge in between the two strips of tape. And by the way, I'm using the gloss Mod Podge. Mod Podge comes in different, you can use, there's matte, there's gloss, there's satin, and it really just depends on how much sheen you would like. The gloss dries completely clear, and it's really good if you're doing something like crushed glass or rhinestones or anything where you want, want to sparkle. So there I am applying the dots. Now, this is my first time using these, and my first thought was that I was going to apply these. They're very tiny. That's why they call them rhinestone dots. And I thought about applying them with tweezers, because when you sprinkle them on, sometimes the rhinestones are face up and sometimes they're not. But you'll see here as I finish doing the border that it really doesn't matter. Even if there's a little gold showing, it actually adds to the effect. They're really pretty. I think I'm going to use them at some point to do a full cover on a vase or a candle, some sort of candle holders or something. All right, now we're going to use the brooches. Again, those were provided by bbcraft.com. I'll make sure to leave a link along with my discount code in the description box. As a BBCraft affiliate, if you use that, you will certainly get a discount. These brooches are very well made, but for my purposes, what I'm going to do is remove the back, the clips, because when I glue them down, I would like them to lay flush against the surface. So that's what I'm showing you here, how I remove the clips or the pins, whatever you call them, from the back of the brooches. Pretty easy process. All right, that's removed, and we'll do a couple more, and then we'll start gluing them on. Now here you see I'm just trying to get them lined up where I want them. And now I'm going to remove the back off of a couple more. I think I end up using 4 of these brooches in this project. Yeah, 2 on, 1 on top, 1 on bottom, but I end up putting 1 on each side of the vase. Now we're using just a little, I'm mixing my Quick Hold E6000 glue, and I think I use a little dab of hot glue as well to secure the brooch to the vase. There, you see me cleaning out my glue. I think if I would put the cap back on, sometimes that wouldn't happen. But, all right, so I'm applying the glue all around the edges and to get a secure hold, and also in the center. Now there I'm applying a little hot glue as well. I don't always use, as you guys know if you follow me, I don't always use the hot glue, but since these brooches are heavier, I thought I would add the hot glue too. And there I am holding it for a minute or two just to make sure it's in place. Okay, so we're back. Looks like I've put all 4 of the brooches on, and I've already started trimming out the vase with the Jot mirror tiles. The center, where I use the Mod Podge and the rhinestone dots, is still drying. And I think at some point I am actually going to go over that center again and just, add some more Mod Podge and a little more of the dots to kind of fill it in, because until the Mod Podge dries, you can't see the spots that you missed. So again, here what I'm doing is, and what I did a little bit off camera, was begin trimming the vase out with the mirror towels. And these towels are really cool. They've got a nice little adhesive on the back, and they're pretty easy to cut and section. And I think I end up, if I remember correctly, even though usually I don't do it, I think in this application I didn't just depend on the adhesive. I think I also added a little bit of glue to the back of the tiles just to make sure they're secure. They were secure. Not necessary. The glue does usually hold pretty well, but I just decided to do it in this application. Yeah, I did do it. There it is. Well, these come in all sorts of colors. So far, I've found them in gold, like a royal blue, which I'll be doing a project with the royal blue very soon. Silver. I think I even saw green, I think. Problem is trying to find them a lot of times when you go in the dollar store. They don't always have them in the place you would expect, and not all dollar stores stock them. And it could be because of us crafters, probably as soon as they get them in, somebody comes in and buys them all up. So, because that's what I did. When I saw them in my local Dollar Tree, I grabbed everything they had. So here I'm going all the way around the top. And then when the top is done, I do believe I'm going to do a band around the bottom of the vase as well. Now, right there, I'm explaining how to fill a gap sometimes when you're doing this, the measurement isn't exact, you know, if the circumference isn't exact, so that you can get an end-to-end flush look. And I think I ended up overlapping the mirrors a little bit or something to hide the fact that, you know, they didn't quite line up. And in the end, you couldn't see it. So now I believe I'm starting the bottom. Well, in a minute here, I'll be starting the bottom row. Now I used rows of 4, I think, on top, and either 2 or 3 on the bottom. Really like the way this vase is coming together. And you definitely will see it in a tablescape or somewhere in my house really soon. Okay. Yep, there's where I think at this point off camera I had filled in the dot border, rhinestone dot border, just a little bit, because you'll notice it looks a little fuller than it did before. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and use, in fact, at this point in the video, off screen or off camera, rather, I had used the 2mm rhinestone chain. Again, that is another BB Craft product. And again, I'll tell you, go to their site. Their merchandise is excellent, and I've never been disappointed with the quality of what I've received from BB Craft. So here, what I'm doing is I'm just gonna apply the rhinestone wrap. I did part of it off camera, and here I'm going to show you my technique for applying it, how to get it straight. And basically my thought was to just use it as a trim for the rhinestone dots in the middle, just to give them a cleaner edge. And I do really like how they turned out. Helps when you're doing a tall vase or something like that. When you're doing something like this, you need to turn it on its side so that you can really see what you're doing. And you want to apply your glue as neatly as possible and in as straight a line as possible. It gives you a little bit less to clean up afterward. Now, if you do have, or if you end up getting excess glue on a project that you're doing, you know, what I like to do is keep a little container with Q-tips and water. And I think I've demonstrated that technique before, but it really does work. You take the 1/2 of the Q-tips would be soaking in water. You keep the other side dry. And what you do is take a wet Q-tip, the wet side of the Q-tip, and brush it across the glue that you're trying to remove. It can even work if the glue is set up. It's a little harder, you know, to get it off. But if you get it as soon as you make the mistake, it's easier. But when you use the wet side, it kind of causes the glue to kind of roll up. And then you take the dry side and get it the rest of the way off. And it works really well without you disturbing whatever it was that you just glued down. Now, once I get this second rhinestone, the rhinestone wrap on the vase, this vase will be just about finished. And at that point, I'll be showing you how to style it, or how I'm going to style it. Now that where the Mod Podge is in the center, that's going to take a little bit to dry. So you can't really see at this point how beautiful that shine is on those rhinestone dots because it's still drying. But here's the finished look. Okay, everyone, I am back, and I wanted to jump on quickly to, first of all, thank you for staying with the video to this point, and also just to share with you what the vase looks like styled in a centerpiece. Now, here I have it on top of a mirror. You see I've got some gold tablecloth behind it, and I've got a couple of gold candle holders that I already had beside it, just to show you how they look together. I've also popped in some florals, and those are some white hollies, just to show you what, again, it would look like. Now here, I would probably use this as a holiday centerpiece, but again, you can change this up and use it any way that you like. So again, I want to thank BB Craft for providing the brooches, which I think are absolutely gorgeous, and the 2mm closed chain wrap. Again, please go down, check out my link down in the description box, the affiliate link, and make sure that you use my code. That way you can save some money. I promise you, you won't be disappointed with your BB Craft merchandise. So again, guys, I hope you like this video. Please let me know. Leave me a comment down in the description box. Hey, if there's something else you'd like to see me try to make, leave that for me too. I certainly will try and do it. And if you're not a member of the channel, I hope you'll subscribe today. I'd love to have you be a member of the family. So again, I thank you so much for watching. And guys, like I say at the end of every single video, I can't wait to see you, each and every one of you, in my next video. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day or a wonderful night. Bye-bye.